Hello again, everybody. I'm Deb Sofield, and you're listening to my weekly podcast series called Encouragement for Your Life. Most of you know I'm a national speaker and trainer and a coach. I like to say I help people find their voice and learn to use it. I'm also a conference speaker on the topics of public speaking for your non-listening audience, presentation skills for the professional, how to deal with the media and win, and I also train in crisis communication. Because, friend, it is not if, but when. You can find my other presentations on my website. If your organization has an upcoming conference you need a keynote speaker, I hope you'll reach out at debsofield.com. I've got a number of books on the market. My best-selling book, Speak Without Fear, my latest book, Perfecting Your Platform, are both on Amazon and Audible. My series, Encouragement for Your Life, a compilation of these podcasts, are available on Amazon. Go to Amazon, type in my name, Deb Sofield, and all my books will appear. I have a great theme today. I know I say that all the time, but today is a really good one. And it's simply this, my friend. If you can't change the people around you, well, stay tuned. I'll tell you how. I'm Deb Sofield. Thanks for spending these next few minutes with me. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. I'm going to admit right now, it has been a week of sadness and joy for me. Let me explain. Within 10 days, 3 people I knew died, passed away. One from unexplained causes, one from cancer, and one from Alzheimer's. Due to my travel schedule, I could only attend one of the funerals, but I know what I saw that day would have been the same at each service. Sitting in a packed church for the service, I was struck by the outpouring of love that left a 500-plus seat auditorium with standing room only for those who came to support the family and recall their memory of this sweet soul who passed away. As I looked around, for some reason, this phrase just popped into my head. If you can't change the people around you, change the people around you. I'm not going to dwell on the idea of death or loss, but I want to remind you that you are the company you keep, and your friends are a reflection of you in every sense of the word. It goes well beyond how you think you position yourself to those who you associate with, because in the end, the truth of who you really are is shown by your associations. In an article by Marian Saltzman, found in Forbes magazine, she says, "Personal branding is the name of the game these days, and in our age of radical transparency, it is informed not just by how you present yourself, but also by the people you associate with. Just as a product and service-based brands have to choose their celebrity ambassadors carefully, individuals looking to up their personal clout should be aware that others will form opinions of them based on their associations." So with that in mind, and as I reflect on the loss of some very special people, let me give you a few reasons as to why who you hang out with matters more than you know or most likely willing to admit. You know that people are quick to judge. If others see that you keep company with mean and angry and snarky friends, most of them will likely avoid you because the appearance that is portrayed by your friends, and I put that in quotes. Here's the fact. Have you ever wondered why your successful friends and associates aren't so interested in having you around? Well, because they know you're a reflection of your loser friends. And they don't want that to be a reflection on them because they are not those kind of people. Why? Well, because like it or not, people are quick to judge. And you know people judge harshly and quickly. The fact is that people will also perceive you based on the actions of the people you associate with. If the old saying is true that birds of a feather flock together, then you're not much more than a sitting duck for someone to assume a wrong impression of you. We're a fast-moving, shallow society that's in a hurry to go anywhere fast. So no one's going to slow down and take time to figure out the depth of your associations. Understanding that at a glance, you are the company you keep, that should make you ponder the outside influences that you are being judged by. Friend, realize that you are judged by the actions of others. You don't have to hang out with them all the time to be linked with them, but by association, their actions are your problem. The assumption is that the people you surround yourself with are a reflection of your personal values. Frankly, when it comes to values, no one has time or interest to dig too deep to know your true heart and what you really stand for. This is why you need to consider your reflection to those who are watching, because you do great damage when you link yourself with people who others don't take at face value. When it comes to a reflection of your personal values, this quote sums it up best. It is better to be alone than in wrong company. Tell me who your best friends are, and I will tell you who you are. If you run with wolves, you'll learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. Some listening today are probably thinking, hey, that's other people's problem. If they choose to judge you by your friends and associations, in a perfect world, you might be right. But in today's world of social media connections and executive hustle, you might want to rethink that idea if you plan to excel in your job, your community, or with your desired peer group. Let me do a quick aside. I hear a lot of young people today say, well, just take me as I am. And I think to myself, yeah, not going to happen. And you're not going to get the job. So, although I can agree you can be an individual, you might want to rethink that if you'd like to work in corporate America. Just Deb's 2 cents. Whether you like it or not, by association, you've been branded. And before it's too late, all I'm asking is that you reconsider your frustration by association and then do something about it for your future and your other friends and associates who are the good ones and who don't deserve a mark against their name and reputation by your snarky posse. I know this isn't a topic you hear much about these days, and most people don't butt into your business or call you out as it appears. But here I am doing so. So I hope you'll understand that I was overwhelmed with concern because this week I was reminded that your friends reflect your values. It's a funny thing about writing a blog and then doing a radio show. I cannot tell you week to week what will strike me to write about. Sometimes it's a recollection of a memory of a client meeting or a comment by the friend. More often than not, I usually sit in front of my computer, say a prayer for guidance, and usually, believe it or not, an idea will come into my head. I pray that I have the wisdom to write about it well, but let's just be honest. Sometimes an idea is so obvious to me. And I'll say, when I looked around the church and I saw standing room only of the friends of the deceased, all I could think was, we are a reflection of her values and her associations in life. When I looked around and saw the people near me, I knew I was in the right place with the right people. It was apparent because I was surrounded by like-minded civic leaders, community trailblazers, and upstanding citizens. All of us here to pay respects to this gentle soul. Sitting and standing, we were a reflection of her by association. And I will say that that was a wonderful feeling to know that we all loved and respected the same friend. Edmund Lee once said, surround yourself with dreamers and doers, the believers and thinkers, but most of all, surround yourself with those who see greatness within you, even when you don't see it yourself. I believe that's a fitting tribute to those friends who passed away this week. I saw greatness in them, and I purposefully surrounded them to be a part of their network of dreamers and doers, believers and thinkers, because they were who I want to reflect in my life. Before I close, let me assure you that I only want what's best for you. Telling, asking, even cajoling you to consider the company you keep, because it is hard to shake a bad reputation these days. Social media will keep your mistakes front and center with every Google search of your name until the end of time. But the key is this: you must make a choice to either change the people around you or do nothing. The choice will be made for you. So please, heed this warning from a friend. If you can't change the people around you, change the people around you. Have to say that was quite a remembrance when I was thinking about the funeral and the others that I missed. I will say it is amazing when you look around and you see those who all realize we have lost a dear friend. But what was even more amazing is I knew all those people. I mean, there were hundreds in that audience, but we are all in the same community, a community that is loved and respected and I will say kind and good to all. All right, friends, I'm Deb Sofield. You've been listening to Deb Sofield's Encouragement for Your Rockstar Life. I want you to join me next week so we can continue this journey together as we work towards a better day. And just remember, I don't care what the world says about you. I want you to know that I care about you. I care about you because I believe you can do big things. I believe that if you surround yourself with dreamers and doers, believers and thinkers, if you surround yourself with those who see greatness within you, you will be who you dreamed you would ever be, and the person we all know. All right. I want you to know that I'm going to walk alongside you as we follow that dream together because I want to see your lifetime of success. All right, take care, everybody. Join me next week.